Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you are new to my channel. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another All Signs Tarot, Love Tarot reading, love reading, channeled love messages. Messages from your person, from their higher self. A reading where we're going into their thoughts around you, their feelings for you, intentions, what you might need to know or don't see coming. That's way too many. Is anyone making a move? Let's take a deep dive. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us what we need to see. Please show us the cards, Aho. It's the Eight of Wands in reverse. The Three of Pentacles. Wow. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. The Ten of Cups in reverse. The Eight of Swords in reverse. The Death card. This is somebody that I feel you aren't talking to. And it's somebody who wants to tell you the truth because this person has regret. Yeah, for some of you, this might be someone you're not only not talking to, but no contact, no communication, and or in separation, and boy, is that validating. My throat chakra is going kind of nuts, and I'm going to tell you why in just a moment. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, and we're also seeing the Four of Swords in the upright, which, by the way, is connected to the Ten of Pentacles, or excuse me, the Ten of Cups in reverse, which is connected to the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Swords in the upright. So it's really super clear that this is somebody that struggled with making a decision around commitment. Some of you might already be in an energy, again, of not communicating, not seeing each other. But I'm also getting this energy, in particular with the Lover's card in reverse, Major Arcana, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, that somebody has regret. And they're either writing messages, literally, and not sending them, or maybe even some have come through and they've been deleted, or it wasn't clear, there was no follow-up. The regret is really super clear. What decision did they make? Or really, for some of you, did they not make? Because you can see in our Two of Pentacles in reverse that there is an imbalance, a struggle around commitment. Their hands are tied. Look in our Eight of Swords today. Kind of where they put themselves, both in their head and not communicating. It's really clear, but somehow the situation that this person is in, they do have regret, and it's connecting directly to our Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's pretty stubborn energy, and it's definitely around where you were or where you were heading in the relationship. You can see it also, look, with the Page of Wands in reverse, because that can be an energy of struggle around movement, maybe even some immature energy connected to chronological years, but not necessarily. But it's really validating. So were you in a life together? Is it something you were working on or working toward? Because it is in reverse, and that's an energy. Yeah, it's an energy here with the Four of Swords. It's validating that something changed, stopped, right on the other end of the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So struggling around this particular level of commitment, what is that? Specific for you, obviously, can be around things like getting more serious and or exclusive, an energy of blending communities, friends and family, like a blending of family energy, or moving in, introducing even, whatever the case is. It's somebody who wants to work this out, who wants to come toward you and say something, because they do have regret for, again, choices that were made, but I also feel like choices that they didn't make, like the struggle around it. What is the other pentacle? One of those was yours. What is the other one? Person, romantic or otherwise, what other people think, money, distance. So I want to tell you about this energy. First of all, when you're here, you are here when you're meant to be here. So trust the timing of when you find your reading, when your reading finds you. Wow. Yeah. With that said, I want to tell you that I'm channeling for you under Mercury retro shade. Yeah. In Aries, Mercury went direct, so the storm is over. We were obviously, as you probably know, and if you didn't, Mercury retrograde under Pisces, and it was pretty emotional. There's a lot of misunderstandings, things being avoided, delays. So now we are in the retro shade under Aries. It's sort of like the storm has passed, but there's still a lot of debris to pick up. And you can see here also that the new moon in Pisces, I don't know, was it about a week ago, less than a week ago, changed some things as well. And that's really validating in the moon energy, which of course is Pisces, this reversal energy of truth and clarity, and it's super strong around this person, and it's connecting with the death card, by the way, in the upright, which is very validating. In particular, look at the card that I chose for you today here at the Tarot Closet, around the death of their ego. The snake that is here, a snake needs to shed its skin, literally, for survival. It's here with the moon in reverse, and again, what they're trying to say, the truth and clarity. And I feel like it's around what happened, because they do have regret. And there's this energy here, the Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. I haven't let you go. Like, I'm trying to work this out. With that said, wow, yeah, Five of Pentacles. Wow, gosh, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Swords, the Sun. With that said, I wanted to say, where are you at? Because the Six of Swords energy here, look at it today. This is a Mercury energy, and it's around like, okay, it's time for things to move here. You can see the boat is on the water. It's pretty calm. Now, if you were to look here, you can see the boat sort of would be bumping into some obstacles, the mountains here. But that's also just an illusion from the mountains, which are further back, which are also connected to this light energy. It's kind of like aurora borealis in some ways. So it's pretty smooth. And we have 6 feathers in here. They're black feathers. And that's a really strong connection for me of like angels in protective mode kind of energy. And it's also for me representing the two of you in the Six of Swords, the Three of Swords energy. You could say literally both of you in here, this communication energy, because maybe something's been said, or they've heard, or somebody said it, or they've seen somewhere. Maybe you've said it yourself that, oh, this is where I wanted to go. That's interesting. Yeah, that you are not wanting to wait anymore, or you're just not, even in this communication. I mean, it is here with the Three of Swords, and that is a super strong validation. Other end, the Death card here, the stuck energy. It's like a new cycle is here, by the way. Boy, is this ever clearer. I mean, we come out of the moon, in particular in reverse, and we go into the sun. Most definitely your overall energy. The thing that I feel here is either there maybe there's a chance still, maybe there isn't. But I feel the energy quite strong here in the Three of Swords and the Six of Swords around, okay, it's like really time for things to move here. So, and again, on the other end, the Death card. So it's sort of like, is there one last ditch effort around this person, make or break kind of conversation or energy coming in? Because what has been hidden here in the moon, what has been stuck, both in reverse, which I like the moon in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which I don't particularly like, but it's really validating around the stuck energy. In particular, it is connected to the throat chakra, so I do want to say like what you were waiting to hear, and it's connected to the Eight of Swords. You can see that they regret a decision they made, but there's still a struggle here. Their hands are still tied. They're still in their head. So it's sort of like this energy. And also look with the Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles in the upright, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. of coming back in here to recover either what they lost or what they're afraid to lose forever. Because that's a very likely scenario here, as we can see. And by the way, I just realized 2 of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles in the upright, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And look what is here on our Pentacles, our 5 of Pentacles today. There are holes in the socks. One in particular, the big toe, that hurts a lot more than this hole on the top of the foot on the sock. But it's a hurt energy. And this is an energy of loss, somebody who's been worried. And it is and we can see here that they have regret for how you even got into the 4 of Swords. So whether you're just taking a total break or we're looking at a no contact, no communication, and or in separation. 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords. But it's this energy of, regret for a choice that they made, which also feels really strongly connected to, it's a choice when you still don't make a particular choice, you're still making a choice, if you know what I mean. That's what this is. And again, it's this coming back in kind of energy. Yeah. Wow. With the truth. The King of Cups in the upright and the Queen of Swords in the upright. Because they have the truth. And here's the thing about the King of Cups. More Pisces energy. The master of emotions. And what, I got to bring this in though, because these are yours. That's it. The bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups in reverse, which isn't surprising, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. Let's just make some space here. The moon is connected to the tide. It's the emotions. That's the water energy. What has been hidden in the moon has been. It's like, again, it's like walking around with the debris from the Mercury retrograde in Pisces, and now here in the Mercury retro shade, still messy. The storm has passed, but all the debris everywhere. It's all the truth. It's like everything's lying around. It's coming to the surface literally here in the sun, our luminary, which reveals what's hidden in the moon. A new cycle for you, either way. So if this is where you're heading, you're like, yeah, this is it for me. This is somebody who disappointed me, really let me down. You can see that also here, look, with literally the Page of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, all this water energy, and the Death card in the upright. So this is me. I'm going to jump on this horse. And here I go. Either way, I do like this for you because it is a new cycle. It is a new cycle, and it's an outcome that you could say it's a good one, you know? And I want to tell you if that means something that they have to say, and let's see what is going on under here. Changes things, that remains to be seen at this point, but also, you know, you have free will, everybody does. I'm just a messenger. Because they're getting the truth here. This is literally the truth and clarity being revealed. And we're seeing the getting out of the ego energy to bring that to you. Wants me to look at this one first. Interesting. The Queen of Wands in reverse, and it's here on the Queen of Swords in the upright. So, yeah, building up the confidence to tell you the truth. What is that truth? You know, I'm not privy to all the details, but I do want to validate. We could definitely be looking not only at disappointment here, okay? Super strong energy around the Ace of Cups in reverse, but what actually happened was there's some kind of heartbreak here for sure in the Three of Swords, some loss. There could be other things in there like betrayal, because we're looking at the Lover's card in reverse. Just look how the cards connect in general, just even in the visuals. Which, by the way, you're here at the Tarot Closet. This is the only place that I release my readings on my verified channel on YouTube. So if you're hearing, seeing, suspecting my content in any way, shape, or form, any platform, this platform, static videos with a voice that's not mine, but you can hear what's being said, and you're like, you know what, I need to send this to Chris. Please do that. It really does help. So thank you to those of you that have. The email is in the video description and on the About Me page. Now, what I wanted to say is look at just even the visuals here with our Three of Swords in the upright and then the Lover's card in reverse. Definitely a connection for some of you around a breakup. No contact, no communication, and/or in separation. And here with the Six of Swords, if not, or maybe even if so, like a final energy, but a decision around that nonetheless. Somebody here definitely regrets choices that they made. And it has led to this energy, I feel like, that we're in. And yeah. The Ten of Wands. So that's also an energy connected to the Eight of Wands in reverse. That's like a exhausting kind of energy, like it's just too much. So for me, that connects also to like the weight around the communication, because somebody is literally saying wait in many ways for me. Like, I want this long-term energy, but there's something else going on. What is that? For some of you, that might be marriage that was affected or that you were talking about. It's actually pretty strong, and the disappointment around it with the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse, because we're looking at the Four of Wands in the upright. This can be a marriage card for me. I also want to validate this energy around reunion. So if you can see this person, it really has that energy just even today. Look what our sun energy, Leo, by the way, with this white horse running along the water at the beach in the sand right next to the tide. You can see it's coming in like the water here. It has this energy, yes, of they might be even surfacing somewhere. So like showing up if you were not expecting it. But the truth is definitely surfacing. And it is connected to the emotions. Again, the King of Cups, the Moon in reverse. So this is sincere, I feel like, how they're coming in. And I really feel like it's connected to feelings about you, but it's also connected to feelings around what happened with where you were or where you were heading in terms of commitment. Again, really super evident in the Lovers in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse. The World card is here in the upright. This is very interesting because as I talk about the storm having passed, but the debris still being around, one of the things about this World card today, look, the butterflies. They wait until storms pass, winds die down. There's a lot of them flying up here. They're all above the clouds. So this is connected strongly to also the Death card around getting out of ego and coming here to reveal some truths. It is super clear that whatever's been going on, the Sun, the World card, that it's the end of this cycle. Maybe somebody just needs to tell you this truth, and that's it. Perhaps it could be leading somewhere else. Again, that's not incredibly clear, but what is clear is that you have either all feet out the door, 1 foot or 2 feet. You might be taken by surprise, maybe not. You might be on the edge of just saying, yeah, I'm done. So there's something here that has this person slightly triggered again, and if you can see each other, that might be why. But they're just kind of walking around at the aftermath of everything that happened and realizing how much regret they have. It's extremely clear. For letting you down, they know they let you down, they disappointed you. So that's happening. They're not in ego. It's a strong energy for me of this person literally being in higher self. So I want to validate something also around the World card. I mean, it's a Saturn energy. It can slow some things down. When we come out of the World card, we move into the Fool, and that's a new path, you know? So is there a hope here around it together? Possibly. What is here is, again, a new cycle. But what I wanted to say is, if there has been something in the way of a third party around a person, romantic or otherwise, or other ways, you know, work, money, or even distance, because that's also really validating with the World card. There can be a travel energy around it. So actually, I do want to validate if there is a wedding or some kind of gathering around friends and family that one would need to travel to, that energy is here. But it also connects with the Four of Wands because this can be around life-changing decisions. Again, whether it's distance, what it is. But it's like completing the cycle, and it's completing the picture for the two of you, which can include marriage. It really is this energy of getting closer to the true purpose energy here. So it's almost like a judgment energy. It's like a reconciliation or a closure energy, because it could be that this cycle ending is, that's it, it's over. But can also be looking at another opening here. The Nine of Wands is in reverse. So we have the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Ten of Wands, and that can definitely be an energy around like breaking a silence, or possibly getting out of no contact, which is super strong here. Yeah, that's a lot of what this is around the communication. Look, the King of Swords is here. I'll bet in reverse, it's right on the other end of the Queen of Swords in the upright. So it's really validating for me around the two of you being here, which it's not about the zodiac signs, gender. This is divine masculine energy, and the counterpart to our King of Swords, the divine feminine energy, and the Queen of Swords. This is a Mercury energy, and it's just super validating here with the Queen of Wands, also with the Nine of Wands, that they want to get out of break a silence or get out of no contact. So it's something that is, again, they're walking around, I feel like, this debris field from the storms, from Mercury retrograde in Pisces, literally here. And in a higher self energy, either thinking about, because that's the other thing, totally in their head, thinking about what to say because they know they're going to see you if that's possible, or planning it if it's possible to even plan to travel somewhere, again, or around this message, Eight of Wands in reverse, of what, King of Swords in reverse, of what they're trying to articulate, whether it's SMS, social media, text message, what. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse, and this is why I would say the Seven of Wands is here. Somebody's a little bit defensive about it, understandably. I feel like around your energy, it's right here with the Ten of Wands in the upright, the Three of Swords, the Six of Swords. It's sort of like just, give me a minute kind of energy, because what's coming before, it's the Six of Wands coming in. That's them wanting to get your attention. And again, very validating around an event if you can see each other. I'm bringing in some Oracle, which I'm not reading in reverse. Look at this. The bottom of the deck, hand reciprocity. That can mean what you think it means, connecting to the Four of Wands, but do I think somebody's coming in here with a proposal? No, I don't. But that is a reciprocal energy, a hand reaching out, and it's literally hands. It's like reaching out. For me, this is around the communication. It's around somebody coming in a much higher vibration with the truth, with clarity, without the ego. They've been in this energy, maybe still in this energy, and I kind of feel like you are too. Look. Lantern illumination. Okay, so it is strong around them. That's connecting me to the Hermit energy, which is Mercury, which is literally going in there to think about things and get some clarity. Because when you come out of the Hermit, you go into the Wheel of Fortune, and it's in reverse here. Just really validating around the timing and the stuck energy, and where things literally are now as they get the truth and clarity and bring that to you, even if you're just hearing it here today. Flag, devotion, bench, assess. You know what this is like for me? It's like the Nine of Cups, but it's almost like somebody got up. You can see the footprints here. So are you around? Walking around, or are you, where are you? Here. But it really is assessing the situation, reflecting on things, controlling what you can, letting go of what you can't. They're definitely doing that too. Actually, here it is. I owe you this. I owe you this. I know I owe you this. So that's what I just heard. And it really is around some kind of truth. It is completing this cycle. Things are coming out here. So what that means for you, if it's been over and it stays over, or it's ending, or there's some talk about going in another direction, it's very specific for you. There's definitely a lot of disappointment in things that have gone on. Wow. So there's also an energy around, I've been thinking a lot about this, and you're right. What is that about? Is there something that this person has needed to change or transform? Because look, here are the butterflies again. And it's on a butterfly transformation card, which is connecting me to the death card and the world card, which are here with somebody in thought with this hermit energy right in between. Sitting down, literally reflecting on everything. And it's coming here with this lily card, which connects to the Fool as well, and can for sure, actually, it's all kind of going here, be around this hope of a new beginning. Now, here's the thing. I do feel that that's around this person. It's not real clear, but their intentions are to tell you the truth. And that's clear. Pun intended. I've changed. What have they changed? Have they made other decisions? Have they changed their mind? Is there something also that has needed to change and transform around them? Things they've maybe needed to stop doing or end. It also connects me with you. Well, do you see how that just came out? Okay. Look, there is so much left unsaid. That is literally why it's percolating in their head, and of writing stuff, or in their head rewriting things. Again, maybe deleting messages or writing messages that they haven't sent. Or again, preparing how to talk to you if they can see you in person or via message. They're just walking in the debris from the Mercury retrograde and Pisces storm. This is super validating. I wanted to say to you as well that that's also around you. That lily energy and transformation, the butterflies, of what it is you're wanting to do at this point. If anything, this has been a very key message throughout your reading. I made a bad decision and I regret it. I haven't let you go. I'm working this out. What are they working it out? Is it money, something they did, other connections? Possibly. But they're both here connecting strongly with the Lovers in reverse. That's been extremely clear throughout your reading. I think we are soulmates. That is an energy, by the way, that does come through in the world card. So it's something they're realizing. Is it too little, too late? And look at this. I love you more than I have found a way to say. That is the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords. What they've been thinking about here, what they've been holding back, literally, in the King of Swords in reverse. What's being revealed in the Moon in reverse and the Sun in the upright. I think we are soulmates, and I love you more than I have found a way. So this is clearly somebody that, whether you ever have this conversation, I just want you to know it's really clear that the person here today is having realizations that they made a bad decision and they regret it, and that they think that you are actually their soulmate. You're soulmates, and they love you more than they ever found a way to say. So this is the energy that they're in, and literally in their head. And whether you can see them or not, or you've already received some kind of communication, that is here. Timing-wise, it's sort of like the groundwork. I'm sorry I hurt you. I made a bad decision. I just looked up and the camera said 2626. I think of you daily. I heard our song today. No, I am not over you. I'm sorry I didn't reply. So that's also really super validating with the King of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. I don't deserve you, but I want you. It's here on the Sun with I love you more than I have found a way to say. I'm sorry I lied. Yeah, over here with, gosh, here with the Queen of Swords. Are they not telling you the truth about feelings? I mean, that's here. So whether it's lying outright or lies by omission, holding it back, other things. The last, channeled love message. Okay. So this is all really validating of what's been going on here. It was all my fault. I'm sorry I didn't reply. I made a bad decision. I'm sorry I lied. I'm sorry I hurt you. I love you more than I have found a way to say, and I think we are soulmates. But I know I don't deserve you. But there you go. I want you. This is how they feel for sure. Beautiful soul, that is your reading today. Thank you for joining me here at the Tarot Closet. Until next time.